Hi everyone, this is Raj. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to break down Zero Trust, one of the most important cybersecurity concepts. So, what is Zero Trust? Let's discuss. Zero Trust is a cybersecurity model based on one core principle: never trust, always verify. What does that mean? It means never trust automatically, always verify first. Let's understand this with a simple example. Suppose you are inside a company network. Inside the LAN, you are an employee, you have logged in before. You are using the company's internal system. Even then, the system will still check you. It will not trust you automatically. Even if you are inside the company network, even if you are a known employee, even if you logged in earlier, the system will still verify your identity before giving access. That is the core principle of Zero Trust: never trust, always verify. Now let's understand this with a real-life example: airport security. Imagine you bought a valid ticket. After that, you enter the airport, but even after entering the airport, you still have to show your ID, you still have to go through security scanning, you still have to show your boarding pass. At every step, you have to prove your identity. It is not like you entered the airport and now you can freely roam or board the plane without checks. No, you must show your ID. Similarly, if you are inside a company network, you still have to prove your identity before accessing servers, databases, or applications. Without verification, you do not get access. Now let's understand two important terms: inside the network and outside the network. Inside the network usually refers to LAN or intranet. Sometimes people also call it a trusted network. Outside the network refers to WAN or the internet. This is often called an untrusted network. So when someone says LAN, intranet, or trusted network, they usually mean inside the network. When someone says WAN, internet, or untrusted network, they usually mean outside the network. But in Zero Trust, even the inside network is not trusted automatically. Now let's discuss the four main principles of Zero Trust. First principle: never trust, always verify. Every login, every device, every application must prove that it is legitimate. Just like the airport example, you must show your ID and boarding pass to prove you are the right person. Second principle: least privilege access. This means users get only the minimum access needed to do their job. For example, suppose you are an IIS administrator and you manage website hosting. That does not mean you need full Windows administrator access. Your job is to manage hosting, so you should only get IIS admin access, not full system control. Another example: the finance team needs access to financial data. Developers need access to the code system. Finance does not need access to the code base. Developers do not need access to financial records. Everyone gets access only to what is necessary for their role, nothing more. That is least privilege. Third principle: assume breach. In Zero Trust, the system assumes that attackers might already be inside the network. That is exactly how Zero Trust works. Even if you have security tools like DLP, FIM, IPS, IDS, EDR, or XDR, the system still assumes a breach is possible. If suspicious activity is detected, the system will immediately limit movement, monitor activity, and block suspicious behavior. The goal is to minimize damage as quickly as possible. Instead of thinking, our network is safe, Zero Trust thinks, what if the attacker's already inside? That mindset changes everything. Fourth principle: continuous monitoring. Security checks do not happen only at login. They continue throughout the session. Just like airport security checks you at multiple stages, the system keeps monitoring your activity. Even after logging in, you cannot access everything. You can only access what your role allows. If your behavior changes or looks suspicious, the system may ask for re-authentication or block access. Now let's discuss why Zero Trust became important. Work culture has changed. We now have remote work, work from home, and work from anywhere. After COVID, remote work increased drastically. We use cloud applications, we connect IoT devices. Many companies allow personal devices to connect to corporate Wi-Fi. All of this increases risk. The traditional security model trusted users once they were inside the network, but that no longer works in today's environment. We need a system that verifies users, devices, and applications at every stage. That is why Zero Trust is essential today. Now let me give you a one-line summary. Zero Trust means verify everything. Trust nothing by default. Do not even trust your firewall blindly. Earlier, most security was handled through firewalls, but today we have multiple layers: DLP, FIM, IPS, IDS, EDR, XDR, and many more. Security is now layered and continuous, so remember this. Zero trust is not a product, it is a mindset. Verify everything. Trust nothing by default. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below. I will try to answer as soon as possible. In the next video, we will discuss how Zero Trust is implemented in real companies in detail. Stay connected.